The Wartburg car has always carried a sense of historical charm mixed with practical engineering, making it a unique vehicle in the automotive world. For those who love classic European cars, Wartburg stands as a symbol of East German automotive legacy that continues to attract enthusiasts even decades after production ended. When reviewing the Wartburg car, it is essential to take a deep look at its design philosophy, engineering details, driving dynamics, and features that set it apart from the competition during its time. This review aims to explore the Wartburg car in depth, covering its specifications, features, performance, and the overall driving experience in as much detail as possible for modern-day viewers and classic car fans alike. The Wartburg cars were originally produced in Eisenach, East Germany, and became quite popular in Eastern Europe during the Cold War era. Among the most famous models were the Wartburg 311, Wartburg 353, and later variants that attempted to modernize the design while retaining the practical charm these cars were known for. What made Wartburg cars distinctive was their two-stroke engine technology in the early years, combined with lightweight bodies and a focus on affordable yet practical motoring for families. The characteristic sound of the two-stroke engine became part of the Wartburg identity, a sound that car enthusiasts today recognize instantly. Even though environmental regulations and evolving technology eventually replaced two-stroke engines with more efficient four-stroke versions, the older Wartburg models with two-stroke engines remain icons for collectors and automotive historians. When discussing the specifications of the Wartburg car, it is important to break things down in terms of engine performance, transmission, suspension, braking, and dimensions. The Wartburg 353, one of the most successful models, was powered by a three-cylinder, two-stroke engine producing around 50 horsepower. While this may sound modest compared to modern cars, it was enough to push the lightweight body to decent speeds for everyday driving in its era. The top speed hovered around 100 to 110 km per hour, depending on the version, making it perfectly adequate for family trips and city commuting. The transmission was usually a four-speed manual gearbox, with some models offering a freewheel mechanism that allowed the engine to idle while coasting, a feature that was unusual yet mechanically interesting at the time. In terms of dimensions, Wartburg cars were compact but offered surprising interior space. The designers prioritized practicality and comfort, giving the car a boxy yet efficient shape that maximized cabin room and luggage capacity. Families appreciated the spacious interiors, wide windows for good visibility, and large trunks that made traveling convenient. The suspension system was designed for rough Eastern European roads, meaning it provided a comfortable ride even on less than perfect surfaces. Independent suspension on all wheels contributed to stability and ride comfort, making the Wartburg a reliable companion for long journeys across varying terrains. One of the key features often highlighted in Wartburg reviews is the simplicity of its mechanics. Owners could easily maintain and repair these cars without needing sophisticated tools or workshops. This was especially important in regions where access to spare parts or professional mechanics was limited. The straightforward design meant that even amateur mechanics could keep their Wartburgs running smoothly for decades. Many enthusiasts today still restore these cars using original parts or fabricating components themselves, keeping the Wartburg legacy alive across classic car clubs and gatherings. The Wartburg car's exterior design evolved over the years, reflecting changes in automotive styling while keeping its practical roots intact. Early models like the Wartburg 311 had rounded, classic lines reminiscent of 1950s European cars, while later versions like the Wartburg 353 adopted a more angular, modernist look in line with 1960s and 70s design trends. Large windows, functional bumpers, and simple yet elegant grilles defined the Wartburg aesthetic. Though not luxurious by Western standards, the cars had a solid, no-nonsense appearance that appealed to buyers seeking durability and practicality over flashy looks. Paint options were often simple, but bright colors like blue, green, or beige gave the cars a cheerful personality on the road. Inside the Wartburg, the focus remained on usability rather than luxury. The dashboard was functional, with clearly marked gauges and minimalistic controls. Seats were designed for comfort during long drives, often upholstered in durable fabrics that withstood years of use. Heating systems ensured usability during harsh Eastern European winters, while the large cabin made the car feel airy and open. Some later models even experimented with small luxury touches such as better upholstery materials or improved soundproofing, showing that Wartburg was trying to keep pace with changing consumer expectations. Driving a Wartburg car today is like stepping back in time. The two-stroke engine delivers a distinctive sound and driving feel that modern cars simply cannot replicate. The acceleration is modest, but the car feels lively due to its light weight. Steering is direct, visibility is excellent thanks to thin pillars and large windows, and the suspension soaks up bumps with ease. However, drivers must adapt to the freewheel mechanism in some models, which prevents engine braking when coasting unless manually overridden. This feature was designed to reduce fuel consumption and engine wear, an innovative idea at the time though it requires a different driving style compared to conventional cars. Fuel economy was another strong point for Wartburg cars. The lightweight design and efficient engines meant running costs stayed low, an important factor for families in East Germany and neighboring countries. Spare parts were cheap, and the simplicity of the engine meant fewer things could go wrong compared to complex Western cars. Many owners became attached to their Wartburgs not just because they were practical but also because the cars represented reliability and independence in an era when private car ownership was still a privilege in many parts of the Eastern Bloc. Over the decades, Wartburg cars built a loyal fan base that continues to this day. Classic car enthusiasts appreciate them for their historical value, mechanical simplicity, and nostalgic charm. Wartburg clubs organize events where owners showcase lovingly restored models, share maintenance tips, and keep the memory of this iconic brand alive. Some restorers even modify Wartburg cars with modern engines or upgraded interiors while preserving the original design, blending classic looks with modern usability. Original two-stroke models remain the most collectible, especially well-maintained examples in rare colors or special editions. In terms of safety and technology, Wartburg cars were basic by modern standards. Features like crumple zones, airbags, or advanced electronics did not exist in these vehicles, reflecting the era in which they were designed. However, their simple construction and sturdy frames offered decent crash protection for the time. As automotive technology advanced in the West, Wartburg attempted to modernize its lineup with four-stroke engines sourced from Volkswagen in the late 1980s, improving performance, reliability, and emissions compliance. Unfortunately, political changes and the collapse of East German industries after reunification in 1990 led to the end of Wartburg production in 1991, marking the close of a unique chapter in automotive history. For viewers interested in classic cars, a detailed Wartburg review offers insights into how automotive design and engineering evolved under very different economic and political conditions compared to Western Europe or the United States. The Wartburg story reflects innovation within constraints, where engineers had to create practical, reliable cars using limited resources yet still meet the needs of ordinary people. This makes Wartburg cars historically significant beyond just their mechanical features. Driving or owning one today connects enthusiasts to a fascinating period of automotive and cultural history, where every car carried stories of families, travels, and changing times. Overall, the Wartburg car represents more than just a means of transportation. It embodies a legacy of practicality, resilience, and Eastern European ingenuity. Whether exploring the classic Wartburg 311 with its elegant curves or the boxy yet iconic Wartburg 353, enthusiasts discover vehicles that were affordable, easy to maintain, and surprisingly comfortable for their era. The combination of simple mechanics, distinctive driving characteristics, and historical importance ensures Wartburg cars remain beloved classics long after their production ended. For anyone passionate about automotive history, technology under constraints, or simply the charm of vintage motoring, the Wartburg car continues to offer endless fascination and appreciation as a symbol of a bygone era in car manufacturing history.